started. Remember, moderators, no blocking. And if anybody asks you, listen, if you want to sit with us and you knew, you definitely have to hit that subscribe button over here, okay, in order to comment and participate. But hell, if anybody asks you what you're doing over here, around here, down here, let them know that everything's allegedly. Even my motherfucking name's allegedly. And y'all better be in the wine glass, okay? What's going on, White Gang? Yeah. I know I missed y'all, man. I was in Florida, northern Florida. And then, because you know, South Florida, North Florida, two different states, you know what I'm saying? It's two different states. And then I was in New York. I was one day away, because I was going to go to that Brandy and Monica concert. And I would have saw it for myself, but my team was down there. That we don't woke up Ja Rule's wine. We actually woke up his career today. Shout out to the Wino gang. Also going to be discussing, who else? I might as well get on to. We're also going to discuss nurses. Please don't come for me. I tried to warn y'all. Y'all saying that it's Trump. It ain't got nothing to do with Trump when it comes to these nursing jobs. Just listen to me. Hear me, okay? Set it to the side. Just listen to what I'm saying here, okay? Because a lot of y'all have attributed to what's going on with the nursing degrees in the nursing profession, all right? And why it has been declassified as a professional degree. I'm going to tell you in a second, okay? We're also going to be discussing Matt Barnes. Mr. Matt Barnes said he was going to sue me. Man, I got some wine on Matt Barnes today. Oh, man, do I have some wine on Matt Barnes today, okay? We're also going to be discussing, who else, Jasmine? Let me see, Summer Walker and Tori Breed. That is actually ongoing right now, so we're getting updates around the clock, okay, on what's been going on with Summer Walker, Rich the Kid, and Tori Breed without audio leaking. We got all of that, okay? Also going to be discussing Kandi Buress, talking to people. Actually, I just spoke to People this morning. People magazine just emailed me asking for a statement regarding the Ja Rule story. Thank you, People. As opposed to TMZ posting that I'm lying because they're jealous, and they post me with dry, brittle, colored hair. TMZ posted me with dry, brittle, colored hair because I got the story that they didn't get. Shout out to People magazine, though, for hitting me today for an exclusive on what we saw and what we have and what we're going to discuss tonight regarding Ja Rule coming out of his turtle shell, because, you know, his face looked like a turtle. Show him the face of the turtle, Jasmine. Just show him the face. It's just a head shape. You see that? Don't it look like it's just sliding real slow? Just picture it. Sliding real slow, coming up out of a turtle shell, okay? So, yeah, we brought his career out of a shell. Because the last we checked, he was performing for NBA games and nobody was participating. Do y'all remember that? Okay. And we're going to be discussing Rock Nation. We actually won in our copyright counterclaim. That's why we got this picture of Jay-Z right here. Shout out to Jay-Z. Since you want to try to sue for using your image, okay, we have our own image. Oh, y'all want to be petty? I can be petty too. And we got that demon sitting right beside you with that devil sign. Yeah, we got a lot we're discussing tonight, and the DL Whisperer is going to be making his debut tonight on TashaKLive.com exclusively, and boy, did he come for Tamar Braxton. Boy. But listen, before we get started, guys, don't make me run these ads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times because y'all don't want to like. I don't know how many people is in here streaming on X, Bigo, Facebook, as well as YouTube right now, but just like the video. I don't ask y'all for money. This is the only platform that you do not have to donate to. I'm going to say that again in the words of Dr. Umar Johnson, because he begs. This is the only platform you do not have to donate to, okay? Dr. Umar Johnson gets food stamps and Medicaid as well as Section 8 housing because he uses his mama's benefits because she needed the help, and that's how he pays his bills, okay? Tasha K don't live like that. So listen, don't make me run these ads one more time because all I'm doing is asking for likes or dislike. If you a wino, hit the like. If you a whiner, hit the dislike. That's all we ask you to do. With that being said, after the break, we got some news on the nurses, okay? We're going to take this a little bit deeper. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We'll be right back after the break. Let's go. Honey Beauty is the company, 100% all organic, no cancer-causing chemicals, no fake ingredients, no fillers. Everything is all natural, period. Most people think that oil is moisturizer, but no, oil is just oil. Trust me, we know, being black folk. Water is actually the real moisturizer. We all know that, and that's why it doesn't lock into the skin or the hair. And that's why Honey Beauty created their signature Moroccan rose water, pure hydration for your hair. Then you seal it all in with their 13-in-1 hair growth accelerator. Y'all see how fast my hair be growing to lock in that moisture from the root to the tip, okay? And just because I got short hair doesn't mean I don't want my hair slipping and sliding as it's doing right now in this video. So if you're ready for real ingredients on your hair, please check out honeybeauty.com to see what everyone's talking about, including me, and that's why I'm talking about it.
Medical debt is the #1 reason Americans file for bankruptcy, and soon they're going to be reporting on your credit. And usually the medical debt is not your fault. If medical bills are overwhelming you, bankruptcy can stop the collection calls and get rid of the medical debt and allow you to focus on healing instead of worrying about being sued over medical debt. I'm Chad Van Horn, and if you're buried in medical debt, give me a call today and let's find a way out.
So, a highly requested interview. The DL motherfucking whisperer is in the building.
Finally.
Oh my God.
I'm glad that we could sit down. When we start getting into some of these other rappers, in May, my life was threatened by Free Band's gang.
Isn't he with Future's crew?
Okay, well, that Free Bands is the crew.
Okay. So what happened with Ruby Rose and her best friend that happens to be an Indian DL man?
Yes, that's who attacked me and tried to kill me. Once the police came and they told me like, oh, don't expose him. After this bitch beat me up, tried to use knives, this bitch hit me with a candle. Like, he done all of this shit in my apartment. And they told me not to expose him. So guess what I did? Exposed him. Me exposing the man that I stuck with wasn't gonna help anybody. Unless you're Tamar Braxton and you know, you need to know that your husband is DL or...
How did Tamar get in this? What do you know about Tamar?
Well, Vince was my first sugar daddy. You gotta listen. Listen.
I need a minute.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
Hey guys, give us 1 second. We have to connect X really quick. We're just gonna run the ads one more time because I did promise X that we will be streaming live. Give them like 2 minutes. Just hold that thought and we're coming back with all the receipts for tonight, okay? I appreciate your patience. Make sure you like sharing this video, okay? I don't like lying to my viewers because X was just patient and we were just live over there, okay? So give us a second, let's go. Honey Beauty is the company, 100% all organic, no cancer-causing chemicals, no fake ingredients, no fillers. Everything is all natural, period. Most people think that oil is moisturizer, but no, oil is just oil. Trust me, we know, being black folk. Water is actually the real moisturizer. We all know that, and that's why it doesn't lock into the skin or the hair. And that's why Honey Beauty created their signature Moroccan rose water, pure hydration for your hair. Then you seal it all in with their 13-in-1 hair growth accelerator. Y'all see how fast my hair be growing to lock in that moisture from the root to the tip, okay? And just because I got short hair doesn't mean I don't want my hair slipping and sliding as it's doing right now in this video. So if you're ready for real ingredients on your hair, please check out honeybeauty.com to see what everyone's talking about, including me, and that's why I'm talking about it.
Medical debt is the #1 reason Americans file for bankruptcy, and soon they're going to be reporting on your credit. And usually the medical debt is not your fault. If medical bills are overwhelming you, bankruptcy can stop the collection calls and get rid of the medical debt and allow you to focus on healing instead of worrying about being sued over medical debt. I'm Chad Van Horn, and if you're buried in medical debt, give me a call today and let's find a way out.
So, a highly requested interview. The DL motherfucking whisperer is in the building.
Finally.
Oh my God.
I'm glad that we could sit down. When we start getting into some of these other rappers, in May, my life was threatened by Free Band's gang.
Isn't he with Future's crew?
Okay, well, that Free Bands is the crew.
Okay. So what happened with Ruby Rose and her best friend that happens to be an Indian DL man?
Yes, that's who attacked me and tried to kill me. Once the police came and they told me like, oh, don't expose him. After this bitch beat me up, tried to use knives, this bitch hit me with a candle. Like, he done all of this shit in my apartment. And they told me not to expose him. So guess what I did? Exposed him. Me exposing the men that I stuck with wasn't gonna help anybody. Unless you're Tamar Braxton and you need to know that your husband is DL or...
How did Tamar get in this? What do you know about Tamar?
Well, Vince was my first sugar daddy. You gotta listen.
I need a minute.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
All right, and we're back. So unfortunately, we're gonna stream this live on X right after this live ends. There's been a technical glitch, but we'll make sure that X gets their live stream. So we apologize about that wholeheartedly, okay? But shout out to Big O, Facebook, and YouTube. So let's get into it. So nurses, now I've been getting a lot of calls, have been declassified. I don't know if you can see. There he go. Let me put Junior over here. Let me see how I can put Junior. So, yeah, there we go. That worked better, don't it? Yeah. Okay, look at Junior. Shout out to Junior. We've adopted him now, okay? He is now a Kibi. Teddy's the daddy, because Shake say he don't want no more kids, okay? So here's the thing. So nursing degrees, professional nursing degrees, whether you're a nurse practitioner or regular nurse, have been proposed to be declassified by the Trump administration. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, this got everything to do with Trump trying to come after the Department of Education and all of that. True, however, let's take some self-accountability for a second here, okay? Just bear with me before you get mad and go in. We have been talking about, for about 5 years now, the scams that's been going on with the nursing degrees. The major scams. I'm talking about nursing degrees that are being given out right next to a Piggly Wiggly and a store that looks like a Chinese restaurant. And people are paying $30,000, $40,000, whether they're paying cash, whether they're getting loans or Department of Education loans, fast food. And these schools that are in Chinese restaurants, soon as you walk into the door, the bell ring, because they right next door to the grocery store, Martin's, Kroger, are giving out nursing degrees, and then these nurses are going into the hospitals. And here's the thing, not knowing what the hell they know, patients are not making it out. Labor and delivery is getting so much heat right now because guess what? They got unqualified nurses that have been given degrees because they gave a school a federal loan. And the federal loan, the school doesn't have to honor the federal loan as long as the student signs the paperwork to say that I got the degree. So they have declassified a profession that is really needed, all because of these schools that found a way around the system to scam the Department of Education to give out nursing degrees to people that are killing people, and COVID was one of the reasons that made them get behind it. Watch this old program that we showed y'all 3 years ago. Let's go.
More than 24 people, a group of school administrators and recruiters, have been accused in a wire fraud operation to sell phony nursing degrees, creating what prosecutors describe as a shortcut around educational requirements set by the state nursing boards.
They prepared and sold fake nursing school diplomas and transcripts to nursing candidates, knowing that the candidates would use those false documents to, one, sit for nursing board examinations.
The investigation, known as Operation Nightingale, feds issued warrants in 5 states and say that 3 schools were involved, all in Florida: Sacred Heart Institute, Siena College of Health, and Palm Beach School of Nursing. All 3 institutions have since shut down, so efforts to reach them were unsuccessful. But federal investigators allege between 2016 and 2021, more than 7,600 students obtained fake degrees, paying out about $15,000 each for a total of $114 million.
These allegedly fraudulent documents may have allowed nurses to serve in critical healthcare roles.
More disturbing, authorities estimate about a third of the people that received fake diplomas, or nearly 2,300 people, are actually practicing nursing right now.
All right, so let's leave the administration out of this. Every other professional degree, even a psychologist, is still classified as a professional degree. And I personally don't believe that a psychology degree really deserves all that energy, okay? Now, if you got a professional degree like a doctor's degree and you're actually becoming a therapist, a clinical psychologist, then fine. But sociology and psychology, that needs needs to be debated on. But here's the thing. Now, a lot of people can argue with this because there are nurses that have done their jobs. There are nurses that have not taken the shortcut and not gotten their degrees off the side of the road in a Chinese restaurant, okay? Well, it used to be a Chinese restaurant, now it's a school giving out professional degrees, scamming the Department of Education. This has been going on. This is just one. This is just one indictment. There are millions. So here's the thing. Why should they classify them as professional degrees if they're able, because there's approximately about 100,000 nurses right now, according to the Justice Department, working in the field now that obtained a fake degree, which means they learned on the job. So why would they need to classify that as a professional degree if they're learning on the job like CNAs? Why do they need to do that? And two, these are the same nurses that let Junior go knowing that his mama was getting high and drinking the entire pregnancy. They said Junior was good. Yeah. Moving on. I know y'all finna go in. It's cool. Go ahead. But we gotta take responsibility for this. I got an auntie right now that's a nurse, okay? And she get high off all the supply. All the supply. All of it. A lot of them become nurses because they crackheads. And they want the pills from the patients. Let's talk about it. For real. And y'all wanna always blame him. This right now, this ain't him. This got everything to do with us. Everything to do with us. And you know what's the sad part about it? Is most of the people that they came after and literally revoked degrees from were black people. That's the sad, most embarrassing part about it. Yeah. A degree we've been getting even during the civil wars and all that stuff going on. Now we just giving $30,000, $40,000, letting them take the student loan, and then they give you a piece of paper, sign off in it, and then you go get trained on the job, and you wonder why COVID numbers are higher than any other country out here in the world, because you got people that are not properly trained to handle emergencies, and that's why y'all crying right now over the labor and delivery nurses and the triage nurses and stuff like that. Man, bye. Y'all gotta take responsibility for some things, okay? Yes, 9th grade, 3 years. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's cool. It's cool. Thank you. You said, Tasha, is my in-laws, they African. What that got to do with them? Same nurses as why he ain't got his cleft toe fixed, why he can't hear or see. You understand what I'm saying? Why he can't walk properly, because y'all nurses discharged him and didn't tell the doctor or the CPS so that they could have took Junior and got him the help that he needed. But now Junior is with me getting full service care. He has made it now, and he ain't got to worry about well, I'm a drink, but he ain't drinking no more, okay? He's in AA. Moving on. Yet, unfortunately, I'm not saying it's all black people, but it's majority black nurses. Yes, unfortunately, which is embarrassing. I come from a family of nurses. It's embarrassing. So that's why they're declassifying it, because ain't nobody taking it serious. And if they got all these nurses working right now without formal training, why do they need to classify it as a professional degree? The same thing with nurse practitioners. Why do they need to classify it as a professional degree if they're just giving them out for free? Why? I'm not perpetuating nothing. The statistics are what they are. Blame the schools that are on the side of the road. Don't get mad at me. I'm just reporting the news as to why this happened. Moving on. And shout out to all the nurses that did the work. Did what they were supposed to do, been nurses, gonna be nurses, daughters is nurses, and they ain't shortcuts. I be damn, man, let me tell you something. I know a lot of nurses gonna get mad at me, but I am very, 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 very scared when I see my nurse with a bunch of plastic surgery that look bad. Jasmine, you ever went to the hospital before? And you see them nurses that come in, they got the blow face, the lips, the fake boobs, the BBL, and it's like, you a nurse? You can't even take care of yourself. Give me a nurse with a roller set, please. Give me a nurse with a hairnet on. Give me a nurse with Donald Duck on her scrubs and they baggy. Don't give me a tight, elastic fitting nurse's uniform and you coming in there and when you bend over, you hitting my tray table with my Jell-O on it, talking about here's your meds. And you need them more than I do because of all that botched bad surgery. We're not doing this today. We're not doing this. Y'all can say I sound uneducated, because I am. I ain't got no degree. Y'all got it. Moving on. Whew. Moving on. That's what I want. I want Clara as my nurse. Now, another thing, y'all gonna apologize to me today. I ain't even broke out the tequila yet, okay? Y'all are going to apologize to me today. Black women. I got a bone to pick with y'all. I've been irritated all day. I really have. Because a lot of times, this platform is for us. This is our news for us, told our way. Ain't nobody making us look bad. But I've been telling y'all about that nursing shit for a long time. And y'all, what you talking about? This. No. And now the Trump administration is commenting, y'all ain't no clap back for it. Ain't no clap. Y'all want to clap back at me? It's cool. But this right here, I told you there are, what is the name of that movie? With, is it Robert De Niro and The Devil's Advocate? There are sheep amongst the wolves. There are sheep amongst the wolves. Black women are wolves. And we can be sheep too. But there are more wolves than sheep. Yes, I got Dr. Cheyenne Bryant here. Remember, she's a doctor. I ain't seen no degree, but it's cool. She's a doctor. Y'all let this woman sit on the internet and tell y'all how you should present yourself as a woman to a man, to get a man, and keep a man. Remember, we're orbiting. A man is not gonna share my body unless I have the passcode to his phone. Girl, I told you, a man shouldn't share your body if you ain't got the password to his My Chart. If you can't go to the doctor with him and watch the doctor draw the blood. But this is y'all's spokesperson. I'm cool with being, you know, whatever, on the outside. I'll play outside the fence and watch y'all double dutch and hopscotch together. Leave me out of it. Don't include me. I'll just go cry in the car. Because I am not playing by the rules. I do not laugh and kiki in fake hoes' faces. Because I knew that she's beautiful. I don't know how educated she is. I know she's a clickbait therapist, which means like she's a bar therapist. That one-liner is what gets her going viral all the time. Not her stats, not the fact that she's unmarried in her 40s, not the fact that she doesn't have a child. But I heard personally, there's been a lot that's down there at them clinics that they got shut down at Parenthood. Absolutely. Allegedly. Everything's allegedly. Even my name's allegedly. I heard that there were multiple men that passed her around. And as beautiful and as educated as she is, not one married her. But she claimed she was engaged. Not one. It's called being gay by default. It's called positioning yourself as beautiful and successful to tell women that they should not be sleeping with men unless this, and this is met. And if this is not met, guess what? I'm sitting in the cut ready to eat your coochie. These are the imposters in the rainbow community, and something has to be done about it. Because if you're gonna be gay, be gay. Don't be gay by default because a man refused to marry you because you're damaged goods. And then you gonna pick up the oldest, most played out dyke you can get. Ty? You gonna get Ty, Dr. Cheyenne? And now you trying to get a position on Basketball Wives, which is now canceled. They ain't bringing it back. Basketball Wives is gone, just like your fake relationship is gone. But the fact that you're gay in real life is really gay because your girlfriend got you booked on Dr. Cam Newton's show with his pretty leg ass. Oh, y'all getting a YouTube show today. Y'all getting TashaKLive.com today. See, y'all talking about, oh, Tasha lost her edge. No, baby, we just get paid for our edge on TashaKLive.com for $12. And we'll be heading up over there with the DL Whisperer, Dragon, Tamar, and Vincent. And out Vincent on TashaKLive.com right after this video. But as I said, y'all be letting sheeps sit amongst y'all. They're wolves. This lady ain't never liked men because they don't like her. She like the women that look like men. Go ahead and put up the receipts, Jasmine. In the hookah bar with her played out stud. Her face smell like fish, rotted fish. Look at her in her element. This is the doctor. The one that got her degree from the Chinese restaurant. And I heard what you said, Dr. Cheyenne. Talking about, oh, you're going to slay the dragon. You're going to slay the dragon. Talking about you asked me for a debate. Why would I debate with you over something that I'm living? I live my truth. I'm married. I got kids. I ain't got no dogs because me personally, I think that's nasty to have dogs in the house. Shout out to y'all that's got dogs, but I'm black, okay? Dogs dig holes in the front yard. They don't come in the house. Listen. And when they time to die, we don't take them to the vet, we open the gate. That's the type of black person I am. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna change. I don't care how much money I make. But you're like, oh, you gonna slay the dragon. I just hit your DM the other day asking you if we could fly you in and sit you down. You're scared. Because you know that I know that you fake hoe. You want to sit over there on tonight's conversations with all them other fake hosts. The main host, Ace Ventura, he done been touched by a man his whole life, and a whole man is financing the show, which is his boyfriend, according to his ex-staff. And Kitty Rose, is it Kitty Rose, the dark-skinned one? What's the dark-skinned one on tonight's conversations? They getting TashaKLive.com tonight, baby. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I ain't even had no liquor today. Not one drop, just water and omega-3. Listen, that's good for the brain. Show the other pictures. Same necklace. You did all that to get a storyline. You thought I was gonna go live when you put the pictures up, and you and Ty, fish smelling face Ty, because she done ate everybody's G in the industry, so I know that face funky. I know deep down in her pores, she gonna need a hydrofacial. You know what a hydrofacial is? They go 5 layers deep down to get the smell and the oil and everything out the pores. This who you got that help introduce you to the gay world, even though you been in it. So, but you gonna slay me. Slay me how, baby? Come sit down. Come sit down and let's argue about what a real woman look like. What would they do? Baby, I suck dick every night. Every night, proudly. You can't because niggas don't want you. So you over here and don't want to be. But you want to preach to your fellow sister. Man, get up out of here, bro. Like, for real. Now, I'm tired of these people playing with me. The platform is open. The chair's open. You can come and sit down with the dragon. But my breath ain't hot like yours from eating that dead cat. You thought that one was gonna make you famous. No, that was a clout chaser and she's broke. And had you paying for every day, including them matching necklaces you got on. You thought you was gonna run my news, didn't you? But I decided to debut this when I wanted to because I knew all the red pill men that you spoke against was gonna take this video and air it on my terms and my terms only. You don't run this algorithm. You work for a man that's been touched by a man, remember? But he's actually preaching to women too. Then we got the dark-skinned one, Kitty over there that's got 5 baby daddies and on probation for shooting her last baby daddy, and her husband ain't nowhere to be found. This is who y'all taking relationship advice from the people that actually live it every day, like me. Like a lot of the winos that's watching right now. I ain't mad. Maybe just a little bit. We got any more receipts? Look at her. Look at her with her played out girlfriend, just like the played out. They both throwaways. Hey, 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 yes, baby. It ain't no allegedly with this lady gay. Allegedly, she's probably gonna join the Rainbow Pride Coalition. I know when to say allegedly and when not to. This is not allegedly. They both are throwaways. She threw away from the LGBT community. She threw away from the heterosexual community. So they just met in the middle. Man, bye. For real. Y'all better like, share this video. Anyway, moving on. Shout out to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. The chair is open. You want to come slay the dragon? You can slay the dragon. Okay? Come on. I'm ready. I'm ready. All I'm going to do is defend my 20-year marriage and my 2 kids and my husband that hasn't embarrassed me up and down these streets. He's held my hand to every court case that I've had, pays all the legal fees. Absolutely. Moving on. Moving on. I didn't say my marriage. Look at y'all being. Go back, Jasmine. I got time for them today because the DL Whispers interview doesn't start till 10 p.m. tonight. Not y'all saying that marriage is the blueprint. Who said that? Who said that marriage was the blueprint? Why are y'all hit cats hollering? I never said that. That's not what's going on here. What's going on here is y'all like to be led by liars. This woman sat and played in y'all face and made it seem like she like men. Men and men only. Ain't never had no relationship. This is the only public relationship that's been public besides the one she's been paid for in the past. Everybody ran through this. This is what I be talking about when I say light-skinned women, step your cat game up. Marriage is not the end-all, be-all, but what you're not going to sit up and do is try to tell other people how to get married, how to be in a relationship, and how to down-talk people that are married and that are doing the work instead of being passed around the civilian world and the celebrity world until it's rotted and used up. And then y'all want to get mad at me because I'm literally stating that there's nothing that this in the closet, in a wig stud can tell me about nothing or you because she doesn't even live what she preach. Y'all just get mad when I said what I said. She was gay. You can tell when a gay woman speaking to you, but y'all can't see that because they're trying to recruit you. You don't even know that. I have to get Jasmine to do a whole nother show on that. Jasmine, don't they be recruiting? They be recruiting straight women, don't they? And you don't even know it. And then you got trauma. You trauma bonding with her. And before you know it, your legs is up, plastic all up in you, child. Bye. Listen. She damaged goods. Damaged. And she preached like she damaged. I need your phone passcode to have my body. That's probably one of their phones. One phone. My husband got 3. I got all 3 of the passcodes, his medical records. I make his doctor's appointments and everything. I got his GPS location on, Apple Track, all types of shit, bruh. I'm in the DM when y'all talking. Moving on. Why this little boy always lying out here? Now, 6ix9ine, now listen, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Now, 6ix9ine, I know you think you are that guy. And here's the thing, 6ix9ine, to me, because like he's doing this story now and doing lie detector tests to prove that he could have slept with Nicki Minaj. And he very well could have, but you didn't. And we all know that somebody like you who's a clout chaser would have done it if you could have. You got the video? His words, not mine. Let's go.
Have you ever got with a girl rapper before?
Yes.
Who? Name girl rapper.
Mellow Racks. Yes. Rapper?
You have?
Mellow Racks, yes.
Mellow Racks, who's that?
NBA Youngboys artist.
Oh, shit.
Is it true?
True. Nicki?
No.
True.
I could have though.
I believe you.
I could have though.
That's true.
I had the opportunity to.
Lucky man.
I won't sit down, nigga!
Speak of that, I love you, bro. Wait, after this, you gotta put him on there.
So why didn't you do it and then do all that? Why didn't you do it and do all that? Do you know how viral that would have went? Because you would be the first like actual industry dude that she slept with without being in a relationship. Like, do you know how iconic that could have been for you? Why didn't you do it? Moving on. All right, guys, listen, we're going to take just a short break. After the break, we got Summer Walker and Tory Bree fighting over Rich the Kid. We're also going to be discussing who else, Jasmine? Oh, Ja Rule, 50 Cent, Fat Joe, Monica's husband. What's Monica's husband's name? Ant. And Ja Rule being jumped last night. He said, I lied about that. We'll talk about it. You want to go tell TMZ she lied? It was Max B. First of all, if I'm lying, why would you come out and say it's Max B? Which is it, Ja Rule? Did I lie or was it Max B's crew? Which was it? You know my team was down there. I don't know why y'all be playing with me. Who else, Jasmine? Kandi exclusively told people today that she filed for divorce. And I'm going to tell you why she really filed for divorce. We'll talk about it in a second, okay? All of this and more coming up right after the break. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We'll be right back. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. Let's go. All right, now this video is for my active duty service members as well as veterans that are in the Jacksonville area as well as surrounding Florida areas. My girl, Kanisha Hay, a proud U.S. Army veteran as well as broker with Florida Gateway Realty, is helping veterans such as yourself get into new construction homes with little to no down payment. Can you believe that? Especially during the holidays. Y'all better take advantage of this. And here's the best part. During Veterans Month that is taking place right now, qualified buyers can get up to $2,000 in realty rebate credit when you sign an offer with Kanisha. Plus, you can use your VA loan with 0 down, as well as added builder concessions that are going to work in your favor so that you don't come out of pocket on anything for your new home. But don't wait. The deal ends November 30th, but you have until January 31st to close of 2026. Head on over to KanishaHay.com/veterans to book your 15-minute consultation with Miss Hay to see if you qualify for this particular program. Happy holidays, winos. All right, and we are back. And I heard that we are streaming live on X right now. Shout out to X. X been having us in the algorithm for like 2 months straight now. Shout out to X, shout out to Bigo, shout out to Facebook, shout out to YouTube. We are equal opportunity up over here. I love it, okay? All right, so who's next, Jasmine? Who you got for me, girl? Kandi and Todd! Oh my God, I want to cry. Y'all don't get mad, I broke my nail. I cry. This is so sad. So she just exclusively told People magazine. Let me pull it up. Give me a second. Let me get the statement. Okay, I saved it. And I'm going to tell y'all. Look at y'all talking about Mama Joyce was right. Okay. She's happy now. So according to People, like I said, shout out to People magazine. They hit me this morning regarding the Ja Rule piece, okay? Kandi Buress and Todd Tucker split after 11 years of marriage. Now, there was some blind items going around last month about a potential split, okay, between the two. But they didn't say a name. And y'all got to listen to them blind items because they don't be lying, y'all. It be lawyers behind them accounts, but they can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so Kandi silently, took Tucker off of her name on Instagram. And now she is, filing for divorce against Todd. Now, she said, after deep thought and a lot of prayer, I made the decision to move forward with the divorce, okay? One reason being Kandi is gay. Okay? Todd was just the front. This is a gay woman, okay? That's just one reason. But let me read her statement, then we'll get into why there really another reason is another layer to the divorce, okay? Kandi announced she was splitting from her husband, Todd Tucker, on November 21st to at People. I asked for privacy, grace. Why do they do that? Why do they give statements saying I asked for privacy and grace and understanding as we navigate this transition of our family? Why tell us if you wanted privacy? Why say something? Just be quiet and file your paperwork. She says in a statement, after deep thought and a lot of prayer, I've made the decision to move forward with a divorce. This is a difficult and emotional time, but my focus remains on protecting my peace, being the best mother I can be, and co-parenting with love and respect. Buress tells People in an exclusive statement, I'm stepping into a new chapter, pouring into my work, my family, and my own growth. I'm grateful to everyone who supported us throughout the years as I ask for privacy, grace, and understanding as we navigate this transition with our family again. The couple wed in 2014 and welcomed 2 children together. Kandi Buress and Todd Tucker are going their separate ways after 11 years, okay? And so this has been swirling around for quite some time, and she's had to come out and say something. And I don't like to see families split up. I wish that they could work out their issues, but it wasn't built right from the beginning. Todd needed some money. Kandi needed a cover so that she can have her girlfriends on the side and not be considered a full gay woman, because she knows that the family image sells. That's why a lot of them do it. Y'all have to understand, when it comes to PR and branding these celebrities, like, they want the perfect picture, the husband, the 2 kids, the dog. She was tired of being labeled as a baby mama, a bitter baby mama, and had to do it her own. She needed another storyline. This worked. Even though deep in her heart, she wanted to be with Ty and Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Now, what's really going on is the debt. So after Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all said I was lying. Yeah, Kandi ain't broke. She just did a Broadway play. Yeah, true. But the Housewife of Atlanta check wasn't just a check. Hey! The Housewife of Atlanta check wasn't just a check. The Housewife of Atlanta show wasn't just a show. That carried all of Kandi's brands. Kandi had Speak On It on YouTube. She would go live every so now and then. You understand what I'm saying? But the check that she got from the Real Housewives of Atlanta allowed her to reinvest that check into a lot of different businesses, and also the publicity from Real Housewives of Atlanta and all the publicity that comes from the show helped to boost the restaurant, making the restaurant one of the nastiest tourist restaurants I've ever seen in Atlanta, because I've never seen somebody that just can't make cornbread. You ain't really got to make cornbread. Cornbread is Jiffy Mix. Jiffy Mix is sweet. All you need is an egg and some water and a little oil. It's cake. But they cornbread be dry. You need 4 bottles of water to take it down. The greens is nasty. They ain't got no flavor. The black-eyed peas was dry and cracked up. They said the chicken wasn't all the way done. Go look at the reviews from the restaurants. Then they had the Blaze Steakhouse. But this was, mainly his idea, and hers too. But when money gets a little thick and Kandi has to go to Patreon, something we did years ago before we got TashaKLive.com, and we paid the white people to build us our own platform so that Patreon can't even come after us. Because Patreon, if you get a DCMA notice, which means a copyright takedown or intellectual property takedown, they will hold your content even though you are bringing value to their platform by sharing your subscribers and your followers with them. So they still have some level of control over your content. We've exited that and left that. So Kandi is now live every day on the YouTube channel. She's now filtering interviews to Patreon to say, come watch Soulja Boy talk, even though we see him for free on TikTok, rant. Carlos King just joined Patreon. Shout out to them, okay? But remember, TV was the end-all, be-all. They made it. But now they're here with us. But I have TashaKLive.com. They got to take me to court to get some shit down. You understand what I'm saying? That's 3-year process, bro. That's 3-4 year process on average. If it's federal court, if it's state court, that's about 10 years. All I'm saying is that times have been getting hard. She's left with this astronomical amount of debt from these restaurants. Landlords are owed hundreds of thousands of dollars in back paid rent. They don't have the money to do it. So now that they are legally separated, and she's able to put what's on him and what's on her and save her assets from being drained, garnished, taxes, all of this stuff, she's going to do what she has to do because she ain't never liked him in the first place. She always liked women. And y'all talking about Todd cheating. How does Todd cheat when she allows him to sleep with the same women she's sleeping with? Man, oh my God. That's what this is about. This is about a separation of the assets, the taxes, what debt she's going to pay, what debt is not going to be garnished from her royalty checks from writing for everyone. She's about to launch another tour with Escape to help make up for that. Now that they can separate and she ain't got to pay him. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Kandi is about to pay some heavy spousal support. Kandi is about to pay some heavy spousal support. If I was her, I would just separate from him, but I'll never divorce. That's what women need to do. If you are the breadwinner in the family, we just separate. I ain't never signing no divorce paperwork because if I do, I'm gonna have to pay you spousal support. So guess what? We ain't never getting divorced. We just gonna be separated and be together. And if anything happened to you, my life insurance, your life insurance policy is going to me. That's how they really need to do it. Y'all think Shaq just finna walk up out of here like that? Shaq is getting separated. He'll get his own house. But guess what? If anything going on and the doctors need help, guess what? He can have a bitch on the side, but get the wife coming down there to make all the decisions on everything that we built. Play with me if you want to. Oh, sweetie, I got the power of attorney, baby. He in the hospital. You got to get your shit and get up out my house. Sorry, no, you can't go down there and see him. You're not on the list. I'm the wife. I got a hefty insurance policy with annuities coming through on him, baby girl. You got to go. Oh, you got a baby? Oh, I wish you and the baby the best. Black women, talk to me. Kandi, don't let Todd take you for it now. I know you think you got this because these lawyers want some money. Don't this ain't no Portia Williams situation. You see how bad Simon got did wrong, but Simon ain't paying that money because he ain't no American citizen no more. But you gonna pay that money. You gonna pay Todd because you got Todd when he was a production assistant. He was only an intern, I heard. And she just needed a cover for a picture perfect marriage. That's it. And the dog. But she on Patreon every day getting that check, baby. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Let me see. I know y'all cussing me out in the comments. It's cool. Can y'all like this video, please, on YouTube? Before I run an ad again? Jasmine, should I run an ad? How many likes we got? 1.6 and 7,000 just in YouTube? You see how y'all be playing with me? Jasmine, go to commercial. I ain't got time for this. Go to commercial. All right, now this video is for my active duty service members as well as veterans that are in the Jacksonville area as well as surrounding Florida areas. My girl Kanisha Hay, a proud U.S. Army veteran as well as broker with Florida Gateway Realty, is helping veterans such as yourself get into new construction homes with little to no down payment. Can you believe that? Especially during the holidays? Y'all better take advantage of this. And here's the best part. During Veterans Month that is taking place right now, qualified buyers can get up to $2,000 in realty rebate credit when you sign an offer with Kanisha. Plus, you can use your VA loan with 0 down, as well as added builder concessions that are gonna work in your favor so that you don't come out of pocket on anything for your new home. But don't wait, the deal ends November 30th, but you have until January 31st to close of 2026. Head on over to KanishaHay.com/veterans to book your 15-minute consultation with Miss Hay to see if you qualify for this particular program. Happy holidays, winos. So, a highly requested interview. The DL motherfucking Whisperer is in the building.
Finally.
Oh my God.
I'm glad that we could sit down. When we start getting into some of these other rappers, in May, my life was threatened by Free Band's gang.
Isn't he with Future's crew?
Okay, well, that Free Bands is the crew.
Okay. So what happened with Ruby Rose and her best friend that happens to be an Indian DL man?
Yes, that's who attacked me and tried to kill me. Once the police came and they told me like, oh, don't expose him. After this bitch bit me up, tried to use knives, this bitch hit me with a candle. Like he done all of this shit in my apartment. And they told me not to expose him. So guess what I did? Expose him. Me exposing the man that I stuck with wasn't gonna help anybody. Unless you're Tamar Braxton and you need to know that your husband is DL or
How did Tamar get in this? What do you know about Tamar?
Well, Vince was my first sugar daddy. You gotta listen.
I need a minute.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKlive.com.
I Thank you. And you can dislike and like the video and unlike it. I don't care. I just need my likes, guys. I don't ask y'all for no money. I don't need y'all money. God is good, okay? But what I do need is your like and dislike so we can gauge exactly how this content is doing so that it's good for our analytics because we got advertisers and they need to know. Okay, so there's a reason why I'm doing this, okay? So how about when you first get in here, you like or dislike it. If you a hater and you watch it, just dislike the video. You're gonna dislike it anyway. You're here to argue with me. If you a lover of the platform, just like it. That's all I asked. Okay, that's all I ask. What y'all? Someone Carlos King was right about Kandi. I need to give y'all a town hall meeting over here, cause there be some stuff that I be missing that I need y'all to go in on. That's why y'all need to join me on X and on TikTok. Okay. Listen. Anyway, moving on. But listen, here's the thing. Back to Kandi and Todd. I really hope they can work it out. I know that money is probably one of the main reasons that can really take a family down. And I feel that the same way they got it, they can get it again. And I know money is tight right now, especially in this economy, but they can figure a way out of it. And I feel that Kandi has just been a celebrity for so long. Hitting a financial setback I feel like she's looking at it as like a disappointment, like I shouldn't be here. So I would rather do it by myself. And no, like you guys did this together. He's been your husband for the last 11 years. And so you guys have to work this out, but you don't run when things get complicated. And you definitely don't run because allegedly he's cheating. But I'm like, girl, y'all do that together. And you can't confuse men like that. You can't do that. They think with that. They don't think with this. And so you invited that into your marriage. And you have two younger kids that love their mommy and their daddy together. Please don't be a baby mama of 3 kids with 2 different men. Like, don't do that. And don't do that to the children. Put your pride aside and figure out a way to get the debts paid and get your money up. You're marketable. You're brandable. You can market another show. You can get another show with another network. Hell, you can go to Zeus. He got that check, and we will watch. We will. Moving on. Even threesomes can't keep no man. Hey, Junior, you okay, baby? I know you can't hear nothing, so it ain't like... Matt Barnes said he was suing me. Now, you know what I heard? This is why Matt Barnes was trying to sue me, and I kind of spoke a little bit about it during our last Friday Live. I apologize for me not going live none of this week, but I was in a lot of meetings, and I did a lot of interviews this past week, okay? So I apologize about that, but we back on it. But here's the thing. The reason he came trying to explain that video, basically saying, in that video explaining why he feels like he was extorted from a woman that he courted and paid, and she is a known prostitute, okay? The reason he made that video and tried to get in front of it is because allegedly, everything's alleged, even my name's alleged. Everything's alleged, even my name's alleged, Mr. Barnes, Mr. Moosehead Barnes. And I say moose because he uses a lot of mousse to keep them curls back, okay? So it's because apparently he set up Shannon Sharpe with Gabby. Gabby was a known working girl. He knew what gym that Shannon Sharpe was in. He knew his type. And allegedly Gabby kind of gave hint to Shannon that that's what it's supposed to be. And none of them like Shannon. Remember, there was a recording that we dropped of Matt Barnes saying that Shaquille O'Neal is looking for any wine, any type of dirt on Shannon Sharpe that they could get. And he's paying top dollar for it. And he was the go, because he's a woman. Only women do that kind of stuff. Girl, I'm looking for the wine. This person got this money. That's what he was doing. Because a lot of people don't like Shannon Sharpe, and they didn't like him when he got that show and that contract. And so apparently the woman that's extorting him, the reason he paid the woman allegedly to keep quiet is because the woman was going to come out and tell Shannon Sharpe that he was extorted as well by a Gabby allegedly, and she got that $22 million that he allegedly got a cut of. So when they start hollering, Sue, in the words of Jada Pinkett, I'm suing y'all, I'm suing, we're suing. By the way, Bilal is in town ready to do his third interview and talk about his lawsuit that he has against Jada Pinkett. Stay tuned for that. Have your TashaKLive.com subscriptions on for that. We're suing! It's because half the time, they trying to get me in an NDA or a gag order saying that I can't talk about them if we in litigation, which I don't do it anyway to even need a gag order. So when I get sued, I be quiet now. The first time I got sued, I wasn't quiet. I was talking shit. Yeah, and I took the L. I will never do that again. That is what Milagro is going through right now, and I'm praying for my sister that whether she wins or loses, we're going to help her. We're going to help her get up out of that, and we're going to help her elevate her platform. Shout out to Milagro Grams. Shout out to Milagro Grams, okay? Anyway, as I was saying, and can't nobody dox me, because I know y'all saying Milagro she was told by her moderator. I wish her moderator would be on the stand trying to dox me. The only person that could do that is Peaches Royale, because she was around me. She around me. Shout out to Peaches. Let me pay her to be quiet. But anyway, can't nobody dox me. All my stuff is public in the bankruptcy court. Where I live, where I stay, how much money I got, the cars I got, the jewelry I got, everything, bank accounts, all that stuff. But doxing me, baby, come down and have a glass of wine at the office, okay? We working down here. And at the end of the day, debts got to get paid, and we got to get this news out here to these good old-fashioned American people. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I wish Milagro would have listened to me and would have filed bankruptcy before the tort judgment goes into place, because it's hard to bankrupt and very expensive to bankrupt a torturous judgment. It cost me $150,000 to bankrupt my torturous judgment. That's a lot of money. The other party paid 3 times as that, if not more, to fight it. So it costs money to get into a bankruptcy. For those of y'all that tell, oh, you're bankrupt, you're broke. But where did I get the money to hire the lawyer to do it? And where did I get the money to pay the $200,000 a year that we negotiated in the bankruptcy? That's not including my other bills like taxes and all that stuff too. You're just not gonna come take all my money out of the bank. You're gonna get paid when I get paid. Same time, you're an employee. So all I'm saying is when they start hollering sue, it's because they're trying to get me an NDA, trying to get me to be quiet on their business. Like I said, my first lawsuit, I was in the hood, down the street from a Church's Chicken, bulldogs digging holes in the yard, and my neighbors used to just walk in my house. You know you live in the hood when the neighbors can just walk in your house. Ain't nothing to steal up in there, so they don't steal nothing. All they do is take food. Now, if Shannon Sharp decides to hit back with a civil conspiracy lawsuit against you boys for taking him down and setting him up with damn near underage Gucci, it's gonna be a problem, Matt Barnes, because you done lost your house, your wife, your kids, your money, your dignity, everything. And besides, what is Neon doing premiering his baby sister, saying that he met his baby sister's boyfriend, NFL legend, with your greasy red pimple, open pore ass on the live stream? Look at him, look.
Walaikum assalam, how you doing?
Look how God works. We just run into each other.
Are you playing baseball?
My boyfriend's playing.
You have a boyfriend? Introduce me.
Come on.
Here they go.
Matt Barnes.
Look at the cat, daddy. Look at the OG coming. You know when you gotta pull the pants up above your stomach. You know you old. You know you got that trick daddy body. He walk around. You ready to meet somebody that could be your damn daughter's brother. Look at, I'm gonna sue you, Tasha. You around here sleeping with the same age as the girls that Shannon Sharp Lost his money too, because you allegedly set him up. He like the same thing you like, and y'all be paying the same prostitutes as well too. I wish I would be able to start and pay a prostitute $60,000 because you don't want her to come out and tell your wife that you buy coochie. Man, bye. Get out of my ear. I ain't even had nothing to drink. I said, listen, I've been being nice out here on the internet. I've been playing corporate real good. I've been being on my best behavior, right, Jasmine? Even on TashaKLive.com, I haven't been wiping their ass with baby wipes. I have been being nice. But y'all coming out here with that Sue and she lying way too much. And then we got TMZ white folks. White folks out here quoting y'all and using pictures of me being nappy head in order to cover up y'all lies. I'm coming for everybody tonight, and I know every clip gonna be clipped, chopped down, screwed, and put out there because you're mad. Because my sources bring me news first, and I ain't even no damn journalist. I just sit on the porch and drink my damn wine and mind y'all business that pays me. Play me, play me, play me. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. They thought I was getting soft out here, and I was just literally in my corporate bag. That's why y'all need to be on TashaKLive.com. This is where we do this at. Don't be surprised if they age restrict this video tonight. I don't care. I'll re-upload it. I'll take out the problem and re-upload it. Shout out to Grandfather McDonald's and his granddaughter girlfriend. Look at it. He got a bandana around his head trying to keep that. Because, you know, if he don't use mousse when he sweat, because he sweat all the time because his belly big and he got titties sticking out the white shirt, the hair fall and get sweat because, you know, he a half white boy. So he got to use a lot of mousse. So now he trying to use the crip bang gangbanger thing to keep the gel from, you know, giving him more red acne and pus-filled bumps on his face. Man, bye. They said the live keeps freezing. They probably reporting the live. That's what's probably going on. But, I mean, it'll go from like 8,000 to 7,000 to 6,000. Yeah. No, he wasn't trying to protect his wife. He trying to protect Shannon from hitting back. But Shannon ain't got no more money because he helping to spend it. Gabby, what did Gabby say called me, the white girl that sued Shannon Sharp? Call her the Don. Granddaddy Matt. Moving on. Rory. Now, I'm going to be very quick and corporate on this, okay? Because I don't want no more legal problems with Rock Nation right now. We're going to save that for next year, okay? Because I literally just came out some back and forth with them, trying to have videos taken down because I was using Jay-Z's image. So I said, no problem. We won't use Jay-Z's image no more. We'll use my image. Put up the image of Jay-Z real quick. This is what we gonna use. Since you say you don't want your image in a video of me saying you down there begging the Dubaians, the Saudi Arabians for money. And you got Beyonce down there twirling and you selling the kids too because you broke. It's all good. So we'll just use that image. That's the image we use of Jay-Z. Okay? So we play fair now. I don't want no more lawsuits. I ain't nobody trying to spend no more money, but all I want to do is do my commentary in peace. I want to state my opinions. I'm not a journalist. You can't sue me as a journalist. Ain't no maliciousness behind this. I'm just reporting. Just reporting on you and your camel face fans, okay? That's it. Now, back to Rory. Now, a lot of people was dragging Rory, rightfully so. And Rory got a problem. He got a bigger problem on his hands. So Rory, apparently some tweets had surfaced, and we talked about that last Friday, but this is just a small update, okay? Just really small. Of him talking mess about Rihanna, Blue Ivy's hair, all these black women saying black women are this. Jasmine, read the tweets for me. I can't see them. Can you read them real quick? Hold on for a second.
Let's see. One, F Rihanna. LOL, yes, I said it. He ain't just hit her for no reason. There wasn't a comb on any of these video sets for Blue Ivy's hair. Save that white boy fantasy for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not cutting any weave out your hair.
Okay, so he actually doubled down on these tweets and he entered a live stream to say he's not apologizing for nothing. But then came back shortly after and apologized and said, I'm sorry, you know how to give the statement, because Rory works for Roc Nation. Mal, his co-host, works for Roc Nation. Mal is, hold on, let me make sure I get it. I'm going to get it to Jasmine because I don't know these people. I ain't never reported on them before in my life. I'm just kind of giving you the timeline of why he came back and apologized, okay? And so why certain stories are making it out to the public, trying to brand him as if I hate black women and I don't like them, even though he talked about Roc Nation artists, which are Rihanna and Blue Ivy, Jay-Z's, his boss's daughter's hair. And then stood 10 toes down only to come back and apologize because his deal, his podcast deal that he has is because of Mal. Because Mal is related to one of the Roc Nation higher up CEOs. Jasmine, what's his name? Hold on for a second. Can I give you the names of these people? I ain't give you the names. So Mal, hold on. Let me, God dog it. Give me 1 second. I got it in my notes because I get so many damn stories. It's not even funny. Okay, Mal is related to Kareem Biggs Burke. Okay? And Kareem Biggs Burke, hold on for a second. Ooh, they hate it when I get their corporate wine from behind the scenes. They can't stand it. They thought it was just back porch wine. It is back porch. I'm just on the porch getting your wine from down there at the big offices, okay? All right, now Kareem's Big Burke is, okay, he's a record producer, and he is a co-founder of Rockefeller Records along with Sean Jay-Z Carter. This is Mal, right here, the black guy's cousin, okay? And also, he is also related to Kiyamo Hip Hop Joshua. And Kiyamo Hip Hop Joshua, hold on for a second. Y'all, I'm finna get some more cease and desist. They like how she know. Kiyamo Hip Hop Joshua, hold on for a second, is a legendary A&R executive and music manager known for curating the sound of Rockefeller Records and his work with artists like Jay-Z, Kanye, and Lil Wayne. Not only he has a management company, and he's responsible for careers like Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki Minaj, and he's also very close with Jay-Z. So when Rory took to the platform to apologize, he apologized because you are signed to Roc Nation. You can't be out here dragging one of their biggest artists, because remember, Rihanna make more money than Beyonce. Did I say that out loud? And she don't have to go on tour with the children. She ain't got a set of kids. If she come say hey to y'all on her Instagram with her babies and stuff, Beyonce don't say nothing. She wouldn't even spit on y'all. She was like, my spit is just better than you, but buy this $6,000 ticket because my husband has expensive gambling debts. Rihanna, but I did hear, I'm gonna be fair, I did hear that Rihanna's Fenty business is taking a hit because of the economy. This is just extra wine because Louis Vuitton is selling 50% stake in the company before they lose more money because it's going down. And so she's valued at being a billionaire because Louis Vuitton is a billionaire company. And so if they're 50% invested and they're trying to sell it off, they're trying to sell it before it gets too bad. And so if you want to buy it, buy it. I like Fenty Beauty though. I have on her lipstick tonight and I have on her face powder. So it's amazing. She needs to give me a deal. She won't. She think I'm the enemy. But all I'm saying is the reason Rory quickly changed his mind is because he forgot who the boss was. And he was trying to exercise his white privilege. Even though he cosplays as a black man, proposing to black women, with blonde wigs and blue eyeshadow. We not finna do this tonight. Didn't they say Tasha K had lost her edge? Meanwhile, I don't write none of this. This is what I call wine gossip and comedy. This is just off the hip. This is off the hip. And you know what actually made me feel good too? Even though I was going to, take that. It didn't matter if he complimented me or not. But for Cat Williams to say, but you the shit. I was like, oh, you know what, Cat, I'm going to take the video down. Nah, I wasn't going to do that. Because listen, if somebody comes forward like Hazel E to really tell the story and show the videos on what happened with Cat Williams, I'm going to put it out. And he's just going to have to deal with that shit. But his brother, I can't get psychiatric records just like that. You got to have somebody to know that. So that's the only reason that kept Cat Williams safe. But I am an equal opportunity up over here, and they know me. And that's why when I say get on the phone, they get the hell on the phone. Tell me your side before I tell the winos my side. Have you heard that? I don't know why these white boys be cosplaying. Going to get these black girls with these blonde wigs and blue eyeshadows. And they be real skinty. Very skinty. With knee-high silver boots on. So he proposed to this one here at the Rock Nation brunch. And the reason being is that's his PR motive, an apology to say he loves black women. I don't know. Maybe he love them. Maybe he don't. I don't know. But Rory, you can't be employed by black people and talk about they artists like that and expect your white privilege to save you. Boy, you almost lost your job. Never thought you call a white boy boy. Boy, you almost lost your job. Camel Face wasn't having that. You talking about his daughter nappy hair. What do you know about nappy hair? When yours just got sew-ins. You ain't never seen that hair. It would scare you. Moving on. Hold on for a second. I believe Summer Walker just posted something. Hold up. Ooh. Is she up next? Hold on. So Tory Bree just posted receipts of Summer Walker trying to get her coach. So apparently Summer Walker wanted her and Tory Bree. Jasmine, let me email this to you real quick so you can get this. This just came out because, like I said, it's a developing story when it comes to the Summer Walker, Tory Bree and Rich the Kid promo, because this is promo for the album, okay? Hold on for a second. J.E., this just came in. More receipts. Make sure ain't no sound in there because we don't want no copyright issues. You know what I'm saying? So if you got to mute it. But told y'all I was going to talk about this. Ja Rule is coming up. Stay tuned for Ja Rule because we definitely going to talk about that. He went from suing me to say my breath stank. It do. I talk a lot. And I was eating fried chicken. Then I was like, how you go from I'm suing you to your breath stank? You look like Tracy Morgan. And you look like a turtle. So here's the thing. We even. You ugly, I'm ugly. Call it a day. Summer Walker. So Summer Walker has been on this campaign selling cooch, okay? So that's the whole brand is that, she's not worried about, a man's looks anymore. She's just worried about his pockets, okay? And so after she's been cheated on, dogged out by any and everybody in the industry, this is her get back. And so she's parading her lifestyle. And art imitates real life, okay? So this is Summer Walker's devalued real life. The body is terrible. And so she got to get an old cat that just don't know what to do with it, okay? And so because she's been out here begging artists like Rich the Kid to be with her. And so you think she just gonna go and get a geriatric patient that wears diapers with the shingles just because she wants to? It's because don't nobody want Aunt Body at all. I like her music, I promise you. But we have to call it for what it is. She's not she's a beautiful girl in the face minus all the fillers and all that stuff. But Summer has literally turned into a mini T.S. Madison. I was supposed to spit on that. My bad. They got the same body, same doctor, same ass shots in the same hotel that's detached from the muscle. But apparently, she's got a new album and she's parading around sleeping with married men, even though Meech was just trying to see help his cousin with groceries. Remember that? Lil Meech was trying to help. And for you to have to, and I heard Meech was musty. Like, for real, this ain't no, like, people that have been in his vicinity, they say the little boy is greasy and musty, just like Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes could be his daddy. They both greasy, oily, and musty. This is who you're messing with. This is who you're having to sleep with. And they dog you out every time. And she makes the best of the best, saddest songs that we could ever hear. I mean, sometimes they so sad, I'm like, oh my God, I can't listen to this. I need a upbeat beat. Give me Heaven Sent by Keisha Cole. Give me something like that, okay? I ain't going through that yet. But back in the day when I was going through my breakups and stuff, yeah, I would have got on some music like that. But here's the thing. So, I don't know how the audio got released. I do know it's promo because it does help the album. So apparently there's audio of Summer Walker begging Rich the Kid, who is with his Rihanna lookalike, because he says that Tory Bree looks better than Rihanna. But remember, Tory Bree has been laying women out because Rich the Kid can't keep them from getting pregnant, because he's been accused of getting women pregnant and trying to pay them off. We have been talking about this for years, okay? But he said, ain't no woman better than Tory Bree. She's better than Rihanna, but yet he cheats on her like she ain't Rihanna, okay? And so, they do that anyway. They always try to project to try to make it seem like their women are this, but behind the scenes, it's just like they're trying to tell us that to convince themselves. But meanwhile, they go get somebody else behind the scenes. And for him to be entertaining a conversation with Summer Walker, knowing that you with this crazy, because Tory Bree crazy. She ain't wrapped too tight. And I'm going to remind you, she ain't wrapped too tight. But here's the audio between Summer Walker allegedly begging Rich the Kid, I guess, to date him. According to Rich the Kid, she was pulling a Clarissa Shields on Papoose. What my flowers at? Why you ain't answering the phone? All that. Go ahead. Play the audio, Jasmine.
I'm not going to bother y'all. You can buy me a new phone so she don't know the number and save it under Pizza Hut for all I care. I'm not gonna post it. Nothing. Because y'all was never gonna stop with each other anyway. That's why I just kind of just start shit up, because she was acting crazy. She's always acting crazy. She be fighting people and everything, calling the flower shop looking for the address. I don't have time for that shit. I can't have a serious relationship with someone when they baby mama act like that. So I'm so glad that y'all are back together. I want y'all to be together forever, and I just want to with you.
Now, this could be promo for Summer's album, but I think it's very real because Tory Bree just don't play certain games. I have to give it to her. The girl has got a lot of grit. She was in my DM telling me, oh, Tasha, you're a disgrace to women. You don't really love women. You're always down in women. But yet, remember when you put this woman down, Tory Bree? You see that lady eye? This is what Tory Bree did. Summer Walker better be careful. She gonna separate the ass shots, the silicone from the muscle even more, messing around with Tory Bree. Tory Bree stomped this woman out in the middle of the night because she thought she was looking at Rich the Kid. This woman done forgave Rich the Kid for having babies on her and all of that. She ain't going nowhere. That's why Summer Walker said in that audio, I don't care, I want y'all to be together forever, because she know Tory Bree ain't going nowhere. So you just trying to get in where you can fit in. But when that lady finds you outside, it's going to be funny because Tory is really about that life. Look what she did to the assistant. Play the video, Jasmine, of reminding what Tory Bree is really about when she catch you, Summer Walker. Let's go.
So Tory invites me to Vegas during Super Bowl weekend. I decide that I would go ahead and purchase my flight and meet her in Vegas. I arrive a little earlier than her. Shortly once she arrives, I notice that she is already on the phone. She seems upset, and she is venting to Kiki, who is a hairstylist to Bia. She's venting to Kiki about the fact that she is upset that Bia happened to be in the same studio as Rich the Kid and didn't notify Tori, considering that she thought Bia was her friend. We walk over to the car as there's a driver waiting for us, and he takes us to Rich. However, Tori still needed to make a few stops. She had a hair appointment, and she also needed to go to CVS to buy a vaginal balance pill. Once she's done with her stops, we then head over to the Bellagio, which is where we were staying to go get ready.
I just caught the shade. She said that she stopped to go buy a vaginal balance pill, which means her pH balance was off because Rich the Kid is outside all the time. Especially if you messing with Summer Walker, and that stuff has been everywhere. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? She stopped to buy a vaginal balance pill because her pH balance was off before she whooped my ass. Go ahead, Jasmine. Keep playing. Keep playing.
As we're getting ready, we order some room service, and then towards the end, she decides that she wanted to take a piece of a pill that was a drug. It was not the vaginal balance pill. So then we head out and we go to the Maluma concert. From there, we go to dinner, which was at Poppy Steak. We then head over to another event, which was the
Poppy
Kendrick.
Steak is where Tony the Closer took us, and he bought us a $5,000 steak. Yeah, we didn't pay for it at all. He did. Trick. Go ahead.
Lamar and Baby Keem concert. However, we didn't even make it to the event. We got there too late. So we just walked in, went to the restroom, and we went back to the Sprinter. Everyone's having a good time in the Sprinter. Rich is playing his new song with Kanye West. We're supposed to head to after hours. However, Rich decided that he wanted to go back to the hotel first. So once we head to the hotel, Rich and Tori walk upstairs to the room by themselves. Marshall, myself, and the photographer and two other women stayed in the casino area, and we were just kind of waiting. I start to notice a lot of time pass by, and I text Tori. However, I didn't get a response from her. So then I tell Marshall, like, hey, I have a key to the room. Maybe we should just go upstairs and ask them if they're just gonna call it a night or if they're gonna actually go to after hours. Marshall accompanies me. When we get to the room, I notice that they had been fighting. Tori has a visible knot on her forehead. Marshall leaves and she begins to vent to me and starts to tell me how Rich was upset for no reason and that he called her a friendly ass bitch. Their fight goes on for hours to the point where security is called. When security comes, Rich goes to the door and slams it on security and says, "We don't need nothing." Security leaves and the fight still continues. I'm not gonna really get into the specifics of that, but at this point, I'm basically tired of just kind of being there and mediating the fight. I'm not getting too involved because when it comes to relationships, especially theirs, it's just too much drama, and I just didn't want to be caught in the middle of it. But I just wanted to make sure that as a friend, no one really got hurt or got taken to jail. So at this point, I'm too tired, and I decide that I'm gonna grab my things and try to look for a different accommodation. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to seek another accommodation due to the fact that it was Super Bowl weekend. I then go and give Tori a call and ask her if the fight with Rich was over. She said, "Fighting, you dumb bitch," and hangs up. At this point, I'm really confused and thrown because I have been nothing but a good friend, and even to the point when during her fight with Rich, she asked me to safe keep her jewelry and her digital camera, and I did it for her. The fact that, you know, she's like calling me these things and disrespecting me really threw me off. So I knew that it was because obviously she's drunk and she's high. So I gave it a moment, and then I finally walked back into the room, and I noticed that both of them are asleep at this point. I went ahead and I changed my flight accommodation because the trip was ruined, and once I finished that, I start to fall asleep. As I'm falling asleep, Rich comes over and he asks me to call his phone. I'm half asleep, so I respond, huh? He's like, call my phone. She hit it. So now I'm trying to like look for my phone to call his phone. I'm still fully clothed, laying down with the covers, and she frantically wakes up and Tori starts yelling, what are you guys whispering about? And, you know, I respond like, he asked me to call his phone. And then she starts yelling, you're trying to fuck my friend. Mind you, like, we're fully clothed. Like, it's nothing going on. So she's clearly just on one. And she starts to get more aggressive. And she starts to approach me. She's throwing things. And once she starts to approach me, it gets to a point where I tell her, like, you know, back the fuck up. So once I say back the fuck up, then she just proceeds to just punch me. She hits me so hard on my nose, blood just starts gushing out like everywhere. And that's when I'm like, stop, you've done enough. And I run over to the bathroom and you could just hear Rich yelling like, oh, you're crazy. Like, this is why I'm not gonna marry you. Like, look what you did to your best friend. Whatever. At this point, I'm just trying to stop the blood. However, when they were fighting, they had broke the lock on the bathroom. So in order to stop her from coming in, because she started to follow me, I had to put my weight on the door. I just knew I had to get out of there. So I feel my face swelling up and I knew that we had ice. So I grabbed the rag once I stopped the blood and I went to grab ice. As I'm grabbing like the ice.
We good. We should have put Summer Walker's face right there because that's the story that Summer Walker's going to be telling when Tori Bree catches her outside. Because she don't play. If you even look crazy at Rich the Kid, she finna deflate both of your asses. She gonna return the ass back to the care credit. Now, Summer Walker came out here talking real big and bad, and we got receipts on Tori Bree. And what Summer Walker said, you can't be going around fighting everybody, Tori, about Rich. Go ahead, post the video. Don't be pleading now, because that ass will be coming. Where is that, Jasmine? Not that one. Hold on, y'all. We got them. Jasmine got a lot of receipts when it comes to these people. Give one moment, y'all. It ain't
everybody
easy work.
Him for years. He for everybody. So what's the problem?
Oh.
Like what? Like you're never gonna leave. You're never gonna leave. It comes to a point where it has to be like a certain level of disrespect that you have got to come to. Like, all right, this is it. It can do anything to you. So if you're not gonna leave and he's gonna keep cracking that wallet wide open, then can't we all just get along? You cannot catch every single one.
What's she saying, Jasmine?
You can't stalk every single one of these hoes. You're gonna end up going to jail or getting hurt or like by somebody, not by me. I don't care that much. I'm having a girl talk with you. You really gotta cut it out, and you have to start understanding like, okay, he's the problem. He don't like you. He don't like you. He doesn't like you, babe. He doesn't like you.
Oh my God.
If he liked you,
oh my God,
reality check, y'all would be married with no scandals and no infidelity. Okay? Seriously. You gotta cut it out. Because I don't know what you're about to do, if you're like about to go out and on a tangent and lose your mind and try to start talking about everything me and that man ever talked about. It's childish, it's inappropriate, and it's really sad. It's sad. So, from woman to woman, you gotta cut it out, okay? All right.
Oh.
These will be the last flowers
she's gonna ride down on you
from him, okay? Okay.
Oh, she finna whoop you. She finna whoop you. Oh, Tori Bree finna whoop you. You see the results right here? She's not rap tight. If she even think that you playing. Rich the Kid made a statement, and he made the right statement. You got his statement, Jasmine? Hold on for a second. Let us pull Richard's kid statement in because he got up here to quickly say it wasn't me. It was you. It was you. Leave me out of this. He don't want no problems with that crazy light-skinned woman. Let's go. Let's go.
Everybody heard the voice note. Now you still calling me right now, so what you saying? Yes, that's her name. Thank you. I'm in India, by the way. India. Somebody she could have had me, but she was begging. That's all.
So he got online to deny it. Summer Walker said he don't want Tory Bree, but yet you telling him to stay with him. You just want his wallet and a pill too to balance your pH balance because she happened to pull over to the CVS, to the Walgreens, and to the Rite Aid to get a pH balance pill that tastes like cranberry or boric acid. Back in the day, we just used vinegar. I ain't got the problems no more. I've been married. And not every married man is faithful. I'm just saying, since I've been married, Coochie's been safe. Safe! Safe! I go to the doctor every 3 months. Ain't there? Y'all was like, why you go to the doctor every 3 months? I got to get blood work on my thyroid. So I'm always getting all the whole tests, the vitamins and minerals, everything, so I stay safe and everything like that. And I don't care, married or not. I don't play those games. So luckily, the Coochie is healthy at 44, baby. And it's staying like that, okay? I got the my chart, not the passcode, okay? But here's the thing, but Tory gonna whoop Summer's ass, and that's gonna be funny because, like, Tory, didn't she post some screenshots here just a second ago? I just sent you, Jasmine. She posted some screenshots of you sitting on her lap, which means you playing in her face when it comes to her man. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me get on the... She said, so Summer Walker and Tory Bree continue to exchange words. Tory alleges DM from Summer saying, if I knew he had a fiance, I would have never been intimate with him. So her story is changing. Because you know when she catch you outside... I already got my money on Tory, okay? Tory Bree says you was blowing me up to link me, and the whole time you knew what you was doing. And so, hold on for a second. So this is what she said. You was blowing me up to link me, and the whole time you know what you was doing. So she's sitting on Tory Bree lap, okay? But yeah, trying to crack her man. And then she goes, Tory Bree says, B, have this smoke for Rich. You and Rich arguing. What I got to do with it? Girl, you been reaching out to me for years and blowing up my phone, literally trying to be my friend like I'm a fan. I'm not the one that posted it. I come direct, and you know that. And then Tory Bree posts screenshots, just like how Remy Ma posted screenshots of Clarissa in her DM asking her for fashion tips whole time. She's trying to get to the man. So Summer Walker says to Tory Bree, call me when you lonely or weak or just want to have fun. Good night. Night, boo. Holding you up, LOL. I reached out to you about linking up to give you some good words of encouragement on how to move on from an end that doesn't respect you. And since then, I've completely moved on from the situation despite ends continuing to harass me and my friends. Please don't be telling people about this unfortunate encounter and showing people our messages. If I knew he had a fiance, I would have never effed with him. Let's just let it go and leave it in the past. See, these are the ones you gotta watch. This is why everybody should have females around their men, and you definitely shouldn't be listening to females. This is the oldest trick in the book. And women, let me talk to you for a second. You already know when a woman is sitting up telling you to leave your man. He ain't this, he ain't that. He ain't this, he ain't that. When she's sitting up to tell you to leave your man, who paying all the bills. This is the reason why, is because they trying to crack him. And she may even be cracking him. But because you in the way, they can't crack him how they want to crack him. But you saw how Rich the Kid got on the internet and denied what was going on, because he definitely ain't trying to move in with that when he got to move ass implants around just to insert between them. We're not finna do this. This is what they do. And yes, you may need to leave him, but you don't never leave your man just because a hoe tell you to leave your man. You leave when you get good, goddamn ready. Oh, when I'm done with the wallet, I'm leaving. You don't tell me when to leave. I leave when I get good doggone ready. It's my dude, and no, I ain't moving to the side so you can sit on his lap too. I'ma stay just to piss you off. I'm petty like that. And you know I'm old school. I was raised by old school Southern black women. You don't tell me when to leave. You saw Melody Holt set up over there with Martell until he ain't had nothing to his name. Now he over there with Arion scratching on Section 8. Now I know he's gonna call me after the show. Tasha, I thought we was better than that. You know I ain't living with her. That girl on Section 8, and she got a nurse's degree and has been disqualified. She said, this be begging a nigga to then get mad and at me. Why are you even involving Tory? Like, Summer kind of planned all of this. I think this goes around with her album rollout that was decreasing in sales and stuff. And then Summer Walker comes back and said, I guess we just gonna leave that part out. I knew I should have been got a restraining order. It's a long time ago. So basically, I told you what she was gonna do. She said, you literally called the flower shop that day, harassing them, trying to get my address. That's why I made a joke to him about your son's book bag. You've been obsessed with me for years. Wrap that victim up, Miss Girl, girl. And then somebody said, if you gonna be the side, play that role. This is one of Summer Walker's friends. If you're gonna be the side, play that role. What you keep bringing up the main for? Enjoy your time and stop bringing her up. That's weird, and that's very, because she wants to be number one. Don't nobody want Summer out here. It's done. So she's making music to reflect her life. The only thing she can find is on Tinder. But I'm going to make sure when she get jumped on that my team is down there the same way they was down there watching Ja Rule get jumped on. Come on up here, tortoise in the hair. Bring your slow ass on up here and slide your head about the shell. You talking about you suing me. How long is it going to take you to walk down there to the courthouse while you on Twitter calling me ugly and stank, saying I look like Tracy Morgan? All true. But what's true is that you got your ass jumped on for trying to crash the stage last night at a 50 Cent production. Did you get a little jealous at Max B? Because Max B was on the stage last night in New York, in your city, and you thought you would try to slide in via Brandy and get on the stage, knowing you wasn't an act. You or Fat Joe and your crew was not booked to be down there at the Brandy and Monica concert, but because any and everybody was booked and Max B got a chance to hit the stage, now you want to get out here and lie on Max B name saying he was the one that jumped you, when really it was the production crew that kept you and Fat Joe from trying to get on the stage. And really it was Fat Joe trying to get on the stage, and you followed behind him because he thought that he had the relationship with 50, which he does. But I'm going to watch and see how 50 Cent play with Fat Joe right now, because you don't bring my op to my production. And Aunt, Monica's husband, is 50 Cent's business partner and best friend. And you thought you would slide down in there to try to crash their stage, but instead their production crew, not Max B, their production crew, not Max B, dragged your ass off the damn stage and jumped you. Even got a little knot on your head. They hit you, you fell down, and Fat Joe over there being held like this. Look at the knot. And Fat Joe over there, and then I get a text message. I'll tell you what time I got my text message. I'm halfway asleep, y'all. I've had a long week. I've done a ton of interviews, had a lot of corporate meetings and stuff in New York and everything like that, trying to get our business together. God is good. And, I was told to go down there to the Brandy and Monica concert. I was told to go down there to Say Less, a restaurant where apparently it goes down. But when I heard that the NFL player had got shot up down there, I said, I'm not going down there around there. No. But I did send some people to the Brandy and Monica concert, and they saw you, and that's why I was the first to break the story. Now, the problem is, when I broke the story, all I heard on the text message was, yo, told you to go outside in New York. Say less, everyone is there. Say less is a very fancy, mediocre food serving restaurant in New York, and all the Negroes be there, right beside the beauty supply store. I said, LOL. Ja Rule got jumped. I said, is it public? Brandy and Monica show. So I tweeted. I heard Ja Rule because the following message was, I don't know. I was standing there. It was bad. Can't talk. So I tweeted what I had. Halfway asleep thinking that you had got ran down on at the restaurant. But really, it was at the concert backstage that you crashed. Knowing you couldn't have been on a program trying to perform. And why had La Rosa? Why had Mrs. New Exclusive La Rosa? You was down there. You work for the Breakfast Club now making hourly pay. Listen, you was down there. You ain't getting no advertising rev share deals. Why had La Rosa, born La Rosa, you was down there. When you reported your exclusive this morning on Ja Rule, you knew that Ja Rule was crashing the stage and he was uninvited. Why didn't you report on that? Because you're trying to be friends with them. He been on X all day clapping back at my tweets that I sent last night. I made one video explaining that I was coming to pull you out your shell, you tortoise. And let everybody know why you're upset, because everybody got my tweet last night. And you had to come out and respond because y'all hoes be watching my page. Not y'all hoes, y'all women. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying they hoes. They be watching the page and they report back to them. They silent watchers. And so you knew that wasn't going to go down. And so the only reason you came out to defend yourself was because we had said that you had got jumped. And there's a video at the tail end of it from somebody's meta glasses showing you getting jumped. And Fat Joe over here, he can't help you. Because he's a Diet Coke ambassador and a heart disease advocate. He is not trying to mess up his brand sponsorships. And I don't understand, like, Ja Rule, why are you getting upset with me that I put you on? Like, literally, nobody was talking about you. Nobody was talking about you. And you went from, oh, you like being sued. Sir, are you going to sue me for reporting that you got jumped on down at the restaurant? Hey, Judge, she said I got jumped on at the restaurant, but really, it was on the side of the stage at the Brandy and Monica concert that I was trying to crash because I was jealous that Max B was on the stage and not me. But you forgot that 50 Cent wrote the checks down there, and so did Ant. And Ant is Monica's husband. Now, what you gonna sue for now, bro? And my thing is, if you didn't get jumped on, if nothing happened to you, everything was cool, why you ain't come to the internet first with it? Why you ain't say, oh, them dudes tried to run down on me? Because you knew, you didn't think it was going to leak. You did not think it was going to leak. So now you went from suing to calling me ugly and my breath stank? Like I give a damn. I'm not sitting around here with a little knot on my forehead. Bro, and you out here trying to make it about Max B. Max B ain't had nothing to do with nothing down there with you, uninvited, trying to hit the stage when you weren't paid to be there. Last time I checked, you were performing at NBA games that were undersold at the beginning of the season with the pre-games, and nobody was standing up to your music. Am I lying, Jasmine? Did that not happen? He was down there rapping, telling people to stand up, and there was nobody in the arena at the NBA game to stand up because we are tired. We are tired of them same songs. Ashanti got it. Let Ashanti sing your song. She got it, and she sounds a lot better than your raspy wannabe DMX voice. Oh, I'm not playing with you tonight, tortoise, and I know the whole hood watching this. So what you finna do? Run down there to the feds and say, I'm suing her for lying? And then why had La Rosa TMZ posting nappy, dry, brittle, bad bleach hair of mine, calling me a lie because they didn't get the story first and they could have got it from you. My thing is, if you really would have won, you would have came to the internet to strut it, but you ain't say nothing because you know they had got you. And Fat Joe couldn't do nothing because he can't run nor lose weight. I'm trying to figure out when is Fat Joe gonna come out on the internet and say that he stole money, allegedly, from Big Pun's estate that was supposed to go to his widow and wife that is living, and use all their money to buy Diet Pepsi so he can piss Diet Pepsi. Man blew $20 million on food. His money and Big Pun's money, knowing that lady was homeless with kids. And he took that lady money, allegedly. Because the court documents are sealed, and so are the NDAs. I called down there and asked the lawyer. I know about them. What we doing, Ja Rule? You should have been flipping this. That's why you lost your career the first time against 50 Cent, because you don't know what to do with press when it's against you. You want to play gangsta, then you want to play fed in the same sentence. And Max B ain't had nothing to do with this. He wasn't down there around there. You was just trying to get one up because nobody invited you in your city to down there to perform them same songs that Ashanti got on lock at the fairgrounds. Now let me push my drugs. We are sponsored in part by Stash Mushroom Extract Complex. I keep these. It's what keeps my brain so good. At 44, about to be 44 next year. We kicking off our tour. This helps to keep the T-cell count high in case you run into a dude like Rich the Kid and stuff like that. We also got the powder version as well, which is the T-cell, NK cell mushroom Vitamix. You need mushrooms to help to optimize your T-cell count around here to keep the coochie balanced. Okay, we also got it in pill form as well too. Okay, then hold on for a second. We got the CMOS, one of our highest selling products, which are CMOS capsules and the CMOS drops. Okay, now the CMOS drops, where is my CMOS drops? Have 97 of the vitamins and minerals that our body needs in order to function. Okay, and then it has the added spirulina, zinc, burdock root, and vitamin C, which is what the immune system needs. This is one of the top selling products on shoptkdeals.com. Okay, and we have it in multiple flavors: mango and pineapple, 10,000 milligrams of CMOS, okay? Let me push my drugs. Hold on for a second. Then we got the Activate drops, which we are running a Black Friday special on, okay? Buy one Active 8 drop, get the second 50% off, or any orders over $100 gets a free bottle of Active 8, one of our top selling appetite suppressant, naturally plant-based extracted herbs, okay? It helps to suppress the stomach, to tell your stomach and tell your stomach to tell your brain that you ain't hungry so that you can lose weight, especially during a high-consuming season like, the holidays, because we eat more than we want to eat, and then it's cold outside, so we don't exercise as much, okay? The gyms are really empty until the first of the year when you realize, oh my God, I done gained 30 pounds. You got to get up in there, but if you do this and start taking Active 8, this will help to boost your metabolism and suppress your appetite, according to the reviews and scientific research, okay? Active 8, buy one, get one 50% off. BOGO sale on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. And if you're trying to keep your immune system head tight, okay, make sure you keep your oil of oregano. All right, this has been shown in scientific research on YouTube. You can see scientists putting oil of oregano on viruses and bacteria, and they skedaddle. Ask Terrence Howard. He bragged about it on Joe Rogan. This is one of our top selling products on shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. And last but not least, you need to have your vitamin D3, 10,000 IUs of D3. We got people that are winos that can't lift their arms or couldn't lift their arms because of a vitamin D3 deficient, which means the calcium was not entering the bones. Vitamin D3 helps the calcium to be absorbed into the bones so that your bones can continue to work, okay? And so this is one of our our top selling products. Look at all the results and the reviews on the site. They are real winos. And make sure you take advantage while we got the products now, because we never know when the government gonna shut down and we can't get this in. So make sure you're stocked up for the holiday. Thank y'all so much for watching. I decided to show my shit tonight just because y'all was talking a lot of mess out here saying Tasha K got soft. Ain't that what they been saying, Jasmine? This is Tasha K got soft. Now, when I try to live the soft life, y'all don't know how to take that. Y'all don't know how to act. So when I come out here on my black woman, now she's too aggressive, we need to sue her, we need to shut up, we need to do all that. Oh my God, y'all, listen, just enjoy the wine. Now, I'll be back to my regularly scheduled program on Monday. For now, Christopher Milan coming to TashaKLive.com. He ready? Christopher Milan, head Barb, wants to discuss why he resigned from the Barbs on TashaKLive.com. So we're about to start this interview with him. Then we're going to release an exclusive from the DL Whisperer, specifically talking about being in a situationship, allegedly, with Tamar Braxton's ex-husband, and that's why she's not with him. That's what he said, not my words, his, okay? All of that and more on TashaKLive.com if you want to advertise and want your ads to play during this show, or even on any of our reels that are posted everywhere across social media. Please hit us at unWineWithTashaK at gmail.com. If you want me to adopt your baby, hit me at unWineWithTashaK at gmail.com. And I got plenty of room for them, because my daughter says she's not making me no grandmama until she's 35. So that's 17 years from now. So I won't be a grandmama until I'm in my damn late 60s, okay? But now I got fake grandkids. So here's the thing too. Also, that's it, right? Affiliate program. Listen, on Tuesday, to all of my affiliates, check your emails. Check your emails. If you are an affiliate for shoptkdeals.com, please check your emails. We are doing an official orientation to walk you through on how to make money off these herbs and vitamins like I do, okay? Yes, you can make $10,000 a month, okay, by sharing these products to your page with real reviews, not AI reviews, real reviews. If you got tips on your favorite celebrities, please hit me on the tip line 323-405-WINO. That's 323-405-WINO. Please head over to the site right now to take advantage of the Black Friday special. I gotta go. I'm about to start this interview with Milan Christopher on TashaKLive.com. I'll see y'all over there in a minute. Now I gotta go. Bye. So, a highly requested interview. The DL motherfucking Whisperer is in the building.
Finally.
Oh my God.
I'm glad that we could sit down. When we start getting into some of these other rappers, in May, my life was threatened by Free Band's gang.
Isn't he with Future's crew?
Okay, well, that Free Bands is the crew.
Okay. So what happened with Ruby Rose and her best friend that happens to be an Indian DL man?
Yes, that's who attacked me and tried to kill me. Once the police came and they told me like, oh, don't expose him. After this bitch bit me up, tried to use knives, this bitch hit me with a candle. Like, he done all of this shit in my apartment. And they told me not to expose him. So guess what I did? Exposed him. Me exposing the man that I stuck with wasn't gonna help anybody. Unless you're Tamar Braxton and you need to know that your husband is DL or...
How did Tamar get in this? What do you know about Tamar?
Well, Vince was my first sugar daddy. You gotta listen.
I need a minute.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.TashaKLive.com.
Honey Beauty is the company, 100% all organic, no cancer-causing chemicals, no fake ingredients, no fillers. Everything is all natural, period. Most people think that oil is moisturizer, but no, oil is just oil. Trust me, we know, being black folk. Water is actually the real moisturizer. We all know that, and that's why it doesn't lock into the skin or the hair. And that's why Honey Beauty created their signature Moroccan rose water, pure hydration for your hair. Then you seal it all in with their 13-in-1 hair growth accelerator. Y'all see how fast my hair be growing to lock in that moisture from the root to the tip, okay? And just because I got short hair doesn't mean I don't want my hair slipping and sliding as it's doing right now in this video. So if you're ready for real ingredients on your hair, please check out honeybeauty.com to see what everyone's talking about, including me, and that's why I'm talking about it.
Medical debt is the #1 reason Americans file for bankruptcy, and soon they're going to be reporting on your credit. And usually the medical debt is not your fault. If medical bills are overwhelming you, bankruptcy can stop the collection calls and get rid of the medical debt and allow you to focus on healing instead of worrying about being sued over medical debt. I'm Chad Van Horn, and if you're buried in medical debt, give me a call today and let's find a way out.
Odorless, chemical-free lubricants, okay? If you're a creamy person and you like cream and stuff like that, they have creamy, odorless, like tasteless lubricants and things like that. And then they have the clear, slick and silky and things like that. And I know a lot of women, I don't need that, I don't need that. Y'all need to stop lying. Stop the cap, stop the cap. Man is always ready. If it get hard, it's ready. But for us, we got children, we got life and stuff like that, and we don't just walk around with just wet cheese all day. And if we did that, we would have yeast infections all the time. We have to keep them dry. So when your man is ready, or your woman, or if you're man on man and your other man is not ready, this is easy, officially pleasure, we'll get it ready. 30 seconds. Odorless, tasteless, hyperallergenic, all the above. And I'm allergic to everything. All right, winos, after months of planning and negotiating, I am excited to announce that shoptkdeals.com is now extended to you. If you are a creator like myself, or maybe you're just a stay-at-home mom, or maybe you're just someone that just wants to make passive income as well as main income, shoptkdeals.com now offers that invitation to you. So which means you can become an affiliate partner and make anywhere from 30 to 40% on each sale that you make on shoptkdeals.com, okay? And so listen, I'm excited to work with you guys. I'm excited to train you guys. Not only will I be training you, we'll be hosting webinars, sales calls, and all that to make sure that we're all successful and we keep all of these brands happy. So I want you guys to stop what you're doing now, go on over to the website, shoptkdeals.com, hit join my sales team, and I will see you guys on our sales call, okay?